Hi everyone, I'm Tamsin and I'm here to provide you with some really important information regarding your final year of study with us. As part of your third year, your final year, you've got some option units that we're really keen to make you aware of that you're going to have to pick from. So we were keen to put a video together for you to make sure you've got all of the key information that you actually need to make an informed choice for the units that you wish to do in your final year. So welcome to this video. As part of the video, I'm going to be giving you some really important information, some key dates that are really important for your selections of option units for your final year of study. So your unit leaders, they've put together some information. We've got some videos to show you that really discusses the units that are available to you that you can actually select in order to study. Really important choice to make, because of course the units that you pick, the option units that you pick, it will have a big impact on your final year of study with us and also your career going forward. So that was why we were so keen to give you as much information as we could in order to help you make the best possible choice for you. So in terms of choosing those option units, after the Easter break, you're going to be able to actually make those choices about the option units that you would like to study next year. So these will be in addition to the core units that you'll be studying as part of your programme. And let me tell you, we've got a really exciting year ahead and some great core units for you to really look forward to. It's really important that you carefully consider the options and those option units that are available to you very carefully. And I would advise that being prepared is really the key to actually securing the options that you want. The reason for that is spaces on those options units are limited. So if you just wait until when that window opens for you to start thinking about the option units that you might like to do, it's probably already too late. And a little bit later on in this video, I'm going to be giving you some more information around the key dates when the option window actually opens. So I mentioned we've got a really exciting year to look forward to after the Easter break, of course, and after your summer. I'd strongly recommend that you have a lovely, relaxing, wonderful summer. And just really, I was keen to reiterate the importance of actually attending sessions next year and really making the most of all of the opportunities that we actually provide to you by fully engaging in your units. That's the best possible bit of advice that I could give you. Really make the most of your final year of study with us. In terms of things that we've got to look forward to, in semester one, you'll be studying on my unit, so strategic communications and advertising planning. Lovely unit and very creative. Had some wonderful feedback on that unit in the past, and I'm really looking forward to working with you more closely on that unit. You've also got, again, a lovely unit, really creative unit with Stuart. I'm sure many of you will be delighted to hear that. Creativity in advertising and brand communications. I'm also teaching on that unit, so you'll see me, on plenty of occasions in semester one, and I'm really delighted about that. Content strategy, again, really wonderful unit as well. That's led by Dee, who's of course an expert in content marketing, and you'll really be benefiting from working with her on that in a big way. You've also got that dissertation to do, so that's your research project, and that spans over semester one and also semester two, because it's such a big project. And finally, thinking about what else you'll be doing in semester one, and in part what we're talking about in this video today, is this additional option choice that's available to you. And we're going to be talking about that more and looking at some videos and really delving in a little bit more into a little bit more depth around what is available in terms of those options. In semester two, again, you've got another wonderful unit, strategic marketing. You'll be continuing with that dissertation, and again, you've got another option unit to choose from. So in terms of these options then, what are these option units that I keep referring to? So in semester one, you'll pick from one of the following: either PR specialisms, marketing analytics and decision making, or marketing and advertising professional. In semester two, you'll be picking either understanding the customer experience, persuasive writing, or a language. And we're going to be hearing more about all of these options in a few moments. In terms of giving you some advice around what you need to consider when you're picking your option units, I'd recommend that you really think, have you got a career path in mind that you'd like to follow? And will this unit actually complement that and in some way help you to actually get where you want to be with your future career? Also, think about what you enjoy. Typically, if you enjoy something, you are likely to do much better at it. So think about what you've enjoyed in the previous units that you've actually studied on with us. And also reflect on what your strengths are. If perhaps you're very, very creative and you know that you enjoy that within units, and that's certainly some of your strengths. Alternatively, you might really love writing. You might love, undertaking research tasks. You might be very analytical. So think about what your skills are, what you enjoy most, and then allow that to actually inform your choice of unit. Alternatively, thinking about how you might want to challenge yourself. You might think, actually, I'm not very strong at a certain area. So I want to take a unit to really improve my kind of knowledge and skills within a certain area of marketing and advertising. So as you're aware, I'm your year tutor for this year, and next year Dee will be your year tutor, and she's put together some guidance around how to pick these option units.
So I'd say first things first, have a think about the kind of career that you're interested in. If you've done a little bit of work experience, if you've done placement, something like that, and you've got an idea in mind, have a think about some of the skills that you might need, or maybe have a chat with your personal tutor and have a think about some of the skills that you might need for your career, and have a look at where they match with the content of the units. If you're really unclear, and there's no problem with that, that's quite common and quite normal, then have a think about what's kind of resonated with you in your university career so far. Think about what topics have you enjoyed, because I think you always do better at something that you enjoy. And have a look at where that kind of matches, and have a think about what you think you might enjoy.
So in terms of your options then, so we will now have a look at some videos that your unit leaders have put together, giving you a little bit more information about their unit and what you could expect if you actually pick that unit. Okay, so one of the option units that you have available to you to choose from is PR specialisms. So public relations focused, and really what students will be doing is critically analysing and evaluating PR practice from a range of different perspectives. So that could be in the UK, could also be international focused, and really looking at different aspects such as non-for-profit, the arts context, thinking about public sector, B2B, business to business, financial and investor relations, and also thinking about consumer communications. So really, by taking this unit, you'll understand the importance of effective communications, and you'll also be gaining some really valuable employability skills in a wide range of specialist contexts. In terms of this assessment, you will be working towards a portfolio as part of that. So if that sounds interesting, if you're interested in working in PR potentially or within an agency, I think it would be a great option to actually pick. Another brilliant unit that we've got, which is marketing, analytics and decision making. So as part of this unit, students will be critically evaluating the models, the theories, the frameworks concerned with marketing analytics, really thinking in support of the kind of strategic marketing decision making. So you'll be creating suitable metrics and performance indicators for really a wide range of marketing purposes, and actually analysing performance against those key metrics within an organisation, looking at what competitors are doing and how you perform against them in light of the external environment. So this, again, another really good unit, and the assessment type is a report. Now let's take a look at marketing and advertising professional.
Hi, I'm Amanda Miller, and the unit is called Marketing and Advertising Professional. The unit is about getting you career ready. So within the unit you will engage with particular career enrichment activities which will help you to chronicle and help you just to develop your ideas around post-graduation. It gives you the opportunity to actually talk to people in industry to get insights and hopefully eases any worries you may have about the wonderful stuff you've done on your degree, how fantastic it is, and it helps you to shape it into the story of you so that you can tell that story when you leave. So through the unit you'll get opportunities to do career enrichment activities. So particular activities will include an assessment centre, which we've been running for a number of years, and every year students get so much out of it, so that'll be part of the assessment package. Also other aspects such as mentoring, so you'll be partnered with somebody from industry. And then there will be other courses as well you could engage with if you wish. So the unit is about bringing together the academic skills that you've developed through your different marketing units and your advertising units, and you have connected with different theories and approaches, some design principles, and you look at them in isolation. You just see them as activities you've done for a piece of coursework. This unit will help you to actually understand how actually they are your passport to your job when you leave, because you'll have that portfolio of experience and you'll be able to give a language to it. So why is it linked? What's it going to give you? What it gives you is confidence. It gives you a narrative, and it gives you the ability to actually translate everything you've done from your degree into being career ready and actually being able to talk to people who are going to be offering you jobs.
So now let's take a look at understanding the customer experience.
The unit itself is outrageously interesting in the way that we take students to the chill factor. This year we've had the chill factor, so we've taken them snowboarding, we've taken them rock climbing, we've taken them to Manchester City's stadium tour, and we've taken them, for those who prefer a slower pace, we've taken them for lunch on a barge up the Bridgewater Canal. But it's interesting the way that the students will capitalise on the marketing theory that they've learned in level 4 and level 5, or the branding theory that they've learned in level 4 and level 5, and then branch out. What we're asking, the experience that you'll get from understanding the customer experience really relates to the fact that you're going to get experience in trying to develop something that has never been done before. So all business students, all marketing students leave university with the same set of skills and the same outlook on business. So what is it that's going to make you different? And how on earth do you get that sort of experience? And you don't, unless you're boots on the ground and you're being asked to do something immediately. So the unit gives you the opportunity to gain some experience in something that you're going to be asked to do, and there's really no preparation for it in the way. The assessment is based on the student's field notes, so the student will go out and take their own field notes for their own experience, which may be different from anybody else's experience, even on that same field trip, and then package a report, an individual report for us for the assessment. Step up from level 5 will be evident almost immediately, because we're asking you to develop the theory. We'll give you typically some areas for you to study. You're a student, not a pupil. So we're going to give you some wider reading, and it's really up to you to be critical and to get into the theory itself, and then for the first time put this into practice. So this isn't something you do at level 5. Level 6 is definitely more difficult, though you're going to have the tools to help you.
Okay, so now let's take a look at persuasive writing.
Hi, my name's Debbie Kelly, and I'm the unit leader on the persuasive writing course. The persuasive writing unit is, the rationale is that you're an organisation or a brand and you want to persuade a key stakeholder or public to change their behaviour in some way. So in other words, persuading them to do something slightly differently. So I love this unit because I trained to be a journalist. I've worked for the BBC, and then I went to and have worked in public relations all of my life, and most of my career I have been writing, and I still write. So it's something I'm really passionate about. And in a way, you can't teach writing. I can teach you some of the skills, but I want you to love writing as much as I do. Students will enjoy this unit if they like writing. I think that's really important. If you like writing, then this is the unit for you. You'll be pleased to know it's not particularly academic in terms of there's not lots of referencing that you need to do because it's very practical. And students who like argument and debate will also find it enjoyable because we do a few debates as well in order to develop your persuasive writing techniques. You need to know how to persuade verbally. So it's a really interesting unit with lots of different writing involved. So from blogs to feature writing to YouTube videos, podcast scripts, there's lots for you to get your teeth into. So the unit is assessed as an individual portfolio. It's 2,500 words, 2,000 words of which are different types of writing, and only 500 words is around theory. So for those students who are going to be working in marketing in its broadest sense, you will be writing. Writing is such an important part of a marketer's role, whether that's writing blogs or you're writing social media posts, or if you want to work in public relations, then you also will be writing press releases and all kinds of things. Writing comes into all elements of your work. So it's going to be really good for students who are working in marketing and communications generally.
Okay, so let's hear a little bit more about the language option. So now we've heard more about those option units that are available to you. What happens next? So you'll be receiving an email from the university around the 6th of April with a link to the options portal and how you can actually access it. So I'd strongly recommend that you keep an eye out for that email. It's going to come to your MMU student email, so do keep an eye out for it and do make sure you're flagging it. The option selection period, and I mentioned that earlier, that it's really, really important to kind of know what it is that you're wanting to select in terms of your option before this date, otherwise it's probably too late for you to secure your preferred option. The option selection window, it will open on Monday the 24th of April and it closes on the 5th of April. So make sure you're really, really prepared and you're really engaging with that selection process as early as you possibly can. I would recommend that you do that as soon as possible on Monday the 24th of April. Make sure you're prepared. As I said before, those options are going to fill up fast, so you should be logging on as soon as you possibly can when it opens to give you the best possible chance of securing your first choice. Thank you very much for listening. Hope you found it interesting and enjoyable to hear more about the options that are available to you. Do make sure you keep an eye out for that email and make sure you're engaging with that options portal as soon as you possibly can on Monday the 24th.